Good morning. Good morning. Let me turn off some lights here. There we go. That looks better. All right. Welcome to day 3 of our 2017 Badass Success Planner. Just going to play some music here and see who wants to join us live today. Got a little music playing. Just going to give it a few minutes. We've had fun this week. This is day 3 of our planning day. It's a lot of fun. All right, I see some people are starting to join us. So welcome. Welcome to everyone. Glad to have you with us. It is day 3. I'm going to turn off this music. I love this song. Trumpet Evolution. A lot of that light's coming from my screen. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm on my page, so that's why. And I need to be able to see my screen. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. Got your coffee, got your tea, whatever you drink. I drink 1 cup of coffee a day. I was off of coffee for about 20 years, and then I discovered, it's the wrong way. Then I discovered bulletproof coffee earlier, sometime in 2016. And I'll tell you, 1 cup of coffee with grain-fed butter in it. Believe it or not, you mix butter in it, and it is the most delicious thing, but it's so good for you. It's great for your energy, great for your brain, great for your entire body. So I have 1 cup a day, and it keeps me going. Morning, Lee. Welcome. What do you got in your cup today? Tea or coffee? All right. Thank you, everyone, for being here. So we have been talking and working through the 2017 Badass Success Planner. And so day 1, we talked about how do we want to feel in 2017, and I hope you've worked through that and really put some thought and really asked yourself into how you want to feel. And then day 2, yesterday, we talked about, so in order to feel that way, what do I need more of in my life and what do I need less of in my life? If those things will help me to feel the way I want to feel. Sorry, I'm just trying to turn off my other screen here. So more of what will help you feel the way you want to feel and less of what. And today we're going to get into actually setting some goals. Now, we talked on Monday. I'm not a huge fan of just setting that big, huge ultimate goal that's going to be really hard to achieve, that's going to require major, huge change every minute of your life. I'm much more a fan of working towards doing more of the things that I know will help me. So instead of saying I'm not going to eat, I'm only going to eat healthy food at New Year's resolution. I'm only going to eat healthy food. I frame it with I'm going to eat healthy food more often than not, which means anytime that I'm doing healthy choices more than unhealthy choices, I'm a success. And that's what I want to focus on, is being a success. So I always focus on, okay, I'm going to exercise more than I did last week. I'm not going to say I'm going to exercise 5 days a week, because that's really hard. And what happens when that day comes that you, like yesterday when I didn't get to sleep because I was up in the middle of the night with a sick dog, you don't have the same energy, you don't have the same enthusiasm, you're tired, you want to have a nap. Maybe that day you can take the day off of the gym, and that's okay to take care of yourself. But then you shouldn't feel like a failure because you didn't go to the gym. You were doing other things that needed to be done. So I try to say I'm going to go more often than last time, or I'm going to exercise more often than last time, instead of saying I'm going to exercise 5 days a week, 6 days a week, because that's a really hard number to maintain every week, every day, over and over and over again. So if you need to miss then because of some really good legitimate reason, then you're not a failure. You're making the best choices for you in that moment. And I think it's really important that we frame our goals around making it doable and possible so that we are successful. There's enough people and there's enough stuff up here telling us we aren't a success, being critical of us, being judgmental and seeing us as lacking in everything we do. There's enough of that crap going around. We don't need that in our goal setting every year as well. So if you've got your planner, you'll see that it is written out, what's my goal for 2017? What's my goal? But I want you to write it with this in mind. My goal in 2017 is to be more healthy. If I want to say that I want to lose weight, then I'm not just going to make some large, huge goal. I'm going to lose 50 pounds, which can be, as soon as you fall off the wagon on that one, as soon as you have that chocolate bar, you set yourself up to be a failure, and I want you to set yourself up to be a success. So if you want to lose 50 pounds, make that your stretch goal. Make that the goal that really is going to be the push, right? You're going to have to work really hard for that one. But set smaller incremental goals as well. Set a goal that is an easier accomplishment, that when you hit it, you'll feel like a success still. You'll still have achieved something, but it will be a goal that you'll hit and feel successful from doing. So maybe you're going to say, okay, well, my stretch goal is 50 pounds, but I'm going to say if I lose 10, then I'm still going to be good. That's my easy goal. Then my mid goal is going to be 30, and my stretch goal is going to be 50. And that way you've got 3 tiers of goals. And whenever you hit whichever one it is, you can still say you're a success. Now, if at 10 you're going to go, well, that sucks. That wasn't very good. I should have made the goal higher. Then you didn't challenge yourself enough. But if you're used to challenging yourself and coming up short because life happens and you've got stuff that's come up, or, situations that have happened, then, maybe you need to look at what your expectations are for yourself and what is really possible for yourself, and I had to do that in my business and in my life after I started my business and after my marriage ended. And I was watching people going out to networking events night after night, day after day, like being at 3, 4, 5 networking events a week, going to conferences and masterminds and workshops every month for the weekends and being gone for the weekends. And I ended up feeling really like a failure, like I wasn't succeeding, like I wasn't doing enough every day to grow my business. And yet I had 2 kids that were 10 and 6 that needed my attention, that I had to parent alone. And every time I went away, I needed a babysitter. I didn't have a family member to leave them with. And so once I released myself of comparing myself and saying, well, I'm not working as hard on my business as they are. Look at how far ahead they are. Once I realized that they were maybe farther ahead because they had more free time. Maybe they were single. Maybe they didn't have kids. Maybe they had a really engaged spouse that took the kids for them every single time they wanted to do something. I can't compare myself to that. That's apples to oranges, not apples to apples. So set your goals that are a stretch for you, and but also set you up to succeed. Because when we feel like successes, when we feel good about what we've done, when we feel good about ourselves, we will keep pushing for more. It's when we start feeling defeated and unhappy with ourselves, or disappointed in ourselves, that we will stop pushing. Well, what's the point? What's the point? I'm gonna fail anyways. Why bother? I'm just gonna eat this bag of chips, because what's the point? Last week, I had a cookie, and so today, what the heck? I already failed. I'm gonna have a bag of chips. That thinking keeps us in failure. How about last week? I only had 1 cookie, where the week before I had 2. And how about saying it's okay to have a cookie? How about saying, even if I want to lose 50 pounds this year, it's okay to indulge once in a while, and give yourself that acceptance and love for wanting that once in a while. As long as it's not 10 cookies every day. If you ate 10 cookies yesterday, then today eat less cookies than you did yesterday. That one's going to be an easy one to win. Okay? So that's just some thoughts on goal setting that I wanted to share with you. So part 3 of the planner has a place for you to write a big, badass goal for each one of those sections that we're talking about: personal, work and business, health and fitness, and financial wealth goals. So set one for each one of those quadrants, if you will. And just think big and make that big stretch goal, but then pull back and give yourself those tiers that are going to be a success for you and that will feel great when you accomplish them. So that if you get to the 6-month point and you've already hit your low goal, how great is that going to feel? That's going to be awesome. So write those 3 tiers, or write the goal for each one of those quadrants. And then in each section, I ask you, check in with yourself. Is this goal going to be in alignment with how you want to feel? So an example I'd give is in your wealth goal. Let's say your business is a 5-figure business, under 6 figures still right now, let's say. And that's tremendous. There are many people in business that don't even make consistent 5 figures. So if that's where you're at, that's terrific. But if your goal was, I'm going to make $1 million this year, but you only want to work while the kids are in school between 9 and 3, those goals may not be in alignment with being able to achieve those. You may have to tier that wealth goal a little bit more to get from 5 figures to 6 figures to mid, which might be 500,000. Although in 1 year to go from a 5-figure business to a 7-figure business is a huge jump and would probably require more of a time period to work than 9 till 3. So believe me, people who are creating these 7-figure businesses maybe don't work that much all the time, but they have points when they do. So if your personal priority is to be able to walk your kids to school and pick them up every day, then your wealth goal has to be something that's in alignment with that. Can you achieve that wealth in the amount of time you want to work? If your your wealth goal is, I'm trying to think of another example for you. If your personal goal is to take the kids to school and pick them up every day, but your fitness goal is that you want to go to the gym every day at 8 o'clock in the morning, you may not be able to do those both because they conflict with each other. So in each section, I ask, is this goal in alignment with how you want to feel? So go back to your feels, the first page, and check in. What are my ultimate feels that I want for each quadrant? Is this goal going to be reasonable? And am I going to be able to achieve it? And then, if you feel the way you want to on a regular basis, will it help you to achieve your goal? So the two, it's like a circle. It's a circle. If I feel the way I want to, I'll be more inclined to make the steps and the progress that I need to reach the goal. And if I reach the goal, I'll feel the way I want to. So they feed off of each other. Successes feed towards more successes. So that's why we want to pad our path of 2017 with success after success after success and not focus on those failures. There's enough times every day that we can fail. We need to focus on success. So let me know if there's any questions about that. And I see some people watching. Please say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you have any questions about this process. I'd be happy to share that. Now, after you set these big goals, we've got a monthly planner. So this is for each month of the year. And you can write the space for what your personal goal is and what steps you'll need to take to achieve that. So if your personal goal is to have more family time or, go away for the weekends, pick your weekends, make your steps. What do you need to do to make that happen? Okay, I'm gonna book a weekend away with the kids. What's your steps? Pick the weekend, decide where you're going, book the hotel, clear the schedule. Write those steps down of what you need to do to help you to achieve that goal. Hi, Frida. Thanks for being here. Nice to see you. So each month you have a space then. So don't jump ahead and write November's. We're still in January. So write January's. Take those goals from the section above, put them in here, and then plot out what are the steps you need to take in order to do this. If you want to grow your email list, let's say, And maybe that's your goal. What can you do in January to help you do that? Well, you're going to have to create a lead magnet. You're going to have to create an offer. You're going to have to know what your customers and clients really want that you can do in this. You're going to have to put the information together. You're going to have to get somebody to create the PDF. You're going to figure out where are you going to get your traffic from that's going to go to your lead magnet. Are you using an email client? So there's a lot of steps. If email list building in your business was one of your goals, there's lots of steps. And you may not do them all in 1 month. You may just stretch them out, but this is going to help you stay on track. And so as we go through each month, about the last week of each month, look into February, look into March, look into April. What are we doing next month that we need to keep the eye on the ball for? Morning, Cora. Nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay, so we have that then for every month. Now, don't jump ahead. You could write your goal in. However, remember, goals change. And if you're going to tier your goals, like I've suggested, then you may reach your low end goal by March and then, April and May. So don't fill this in too far ahead. Make sure that you are giving yourself room to adjust and to grow and to, change those goals up and to achieve those steps and have successes. Now, one thing that's not in here, and I see that in version 2.0, I need to add this. One thing I really want you to do each time, each month, each time you achieve one of these goals, each time you stick to a plan, each time you exercise more than you did last week or eat less junk food than you did last week or get a couple of new email subscribers, I want you to celebrate. So I see in my version 2.0 of this, I'm going to add what's your celebration, what's your reward for achieving these goals each month. So you could even use the last space in here to write what's your reward for the month. And I want you to think of something to reward yourself with, not something that you would do every day or every week, something that is actually unique and special. So, if it's a trip away, if it's a dinner out with a friend that you haven't seen for a long time, if it's a day at the spa, whatever it is, something that you don't give yourself all the time. So it's got to be special and unique. What would you give yourself when you achieve these goals and you work through this process? I think that's really important that we celebrate each one of these accomplishments. Okay, any questions on this section, on our goal planning? Anybody want to share any goals that they maybe have come up with? Be happy to hear that. Let me know, just pop that in the chat. Now, we're going to meet again tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. We're going to have part 4 of the planner, and we're going to start really breaking this down into daily steps. And then we're really going to, after that, we're going to really work on how are we going to use Facebook to help us to achieve these goals and set up our year for success. So we get into Facebook planning in day 5. So please come back for day 4 and day 5. Super important. And of course, all of this is setting you up for next week when we have the Facebook for Business Made Easy challenge. And this is a 5-day challenge that I'm running. Every day you're going to get an email. There's going to be a lesson I'm going to teach you around using your Facebook page to connect with your ideal audience, to get more customers and clients coming into your business so that you can achieve your goals. You can work less, you can earn more, whatever your goals are. This whole week is the foundation, not this week, next week. This is the pre-foundation. Next week is the foundation for a successful Facebook page that will bring you customers and clients and help you grow a thriving business that helps you achieve all your goals that you want. So if you'd like to join me for the challenge, it's completely free. It's 5 days. There's going to be 5 lessons that come out via email, 5 videos to watch. We'll have 5 live streams. There's the Badass Facebook Marketing Club where you can ask me questions. Each day there'll be a post where you get to share what you accomplished on that daily task. And then we're going to have all kinds of support and camaraderie for people so that everybody can, connect with each other and build relationships in that way as well. So if you'd like to participate in the challenge, please click on the link in the comments here. It's socialmediaminder.com/FB Made Easy. So click on that and go there and join the challenge, and you get the 2017 Badass Success Planner as a bonus. There's also going to be other handouts during the week. There's going to be my Facebook Live success checklist for you, and a few other handouts that I've got putting together for you. So it's going to be a really fun week, and I would love for you to join us. Just click on the link, socialmediaminder.com/FB Made Easy, and sign up for the challenge and get the planner as a bonus. And join me tomorrow. If there's no questions, we're going to be done for today. Thank you for spending your morning with me and sharing coffee. Glad to have you here. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 8:30 for part 4 of the planner. And until then, I'll see you on Facebook.